All right, guys, so I'm going to go over what the bent over ISO hold is going to look like paired with a bent over row. So I've got a couple different things that you can use for this isometric hold. I've got a rope, I've got just like a duffel bag, strap, and then also just grabbed a towel. So these are all things that everyone should have available to them. So what we're going to look for in an isometric hold, it's like a max contraction of trying to pull or row something of an unmovable object. So that's why we want to make sure it's something relatively strong that's not going to move on you. And you're going to anchor that under your feet, and you can do this bent over by either standing or on a seated position. And you're going to do a 10-second hold. So you're going to try to contract as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Then you're going to put that implement down, and then you're going to do 10 bent over rows weighted. Now that could be weighted with a barbell, that could be with a set of dumbbells or kettlebells, or that could be a single arm row, which you would complete 10 reps on one side, 10 on the other. So kind of show you what that isometric hold is going to be. First one, I'll just go with the rope. Do it from a standing position first, then go seated. So all I'm going to do is from the side, I'm going to start with the rope right underneath my feet. I'm kind of in that bent over position. I'm going to just grab to whatever length I have available, and it's going to allow me to focus on the contraction. So I get set in my bent over position first, and then from here, I'm going to really make sure that my feet are planted down to the ground, and now I'm going to try to pull up for 10 seconds, and then I would relax, move to maybe my dumbbells or dumbbell, whatever I'm using, and then now I perform 10 bent over rows per arm, or maybe I'm doing that with both arms. For the seated version, I'll just use a duffel bag strap here. So same idea. I would place it underneath my feet, kind of go to my bent over row position. This way it's going to allow me to focus on being hinged, and again, anchor those, and then I'm going to pull as hard as I can for that 10 seconds, and then I would relax and then do my rows. If I was going to use a towel, just roll it enough at the start. It doesn't have to be the whole towel, because then it'll get a little too probably hard to hold on to, but just a couple rolls so you got a good ankle on there, bit to grab, anchor your feet under that. If you're wearing shoes, maybe use a towel that you're not too worried about getting dirty. But the same thing, go to that bent over position, and then just drive into that towel, and then pull as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Then you're going to relax, and then do those bent over rows. So it's a 10-second contraction followed by 10 reps of your bent over row, depending on the equipment that you have.